The Book of Life and the Final Judgment, a journey of reflection. What will your story say when it's complete? If your life were a book, how would its chapters unfold? Would it be a story of love, growth, and courage? Or would it be a tale of missed opportunities and unspoken truths? Today, let us embark on a journey of reflection and exploration of the powerful spiritual metaphors of the Book of Life and the Final Judgment. This journey is not about fear, it is about awareness, transformation, and hope. Together, we reflect on the stories we write every day, the lessons we learn, and the legacies we hope to leave behind. Imagine a book that records every choice you've ever made, every word you've spoken, and every intention in your heart. In many spiritual traditions, this idea is symbolized as the Book of Life. But this concept isn't necessarily about a literal ledger kept by the divine. Rather, it's a profound metaphor for how our lives unfold, one moment at a time. The Book of Life reminds us that every decision, every small act of kindness, every failure, and every triumph becomes a part of the story we leave behind. Across cultures, this idea appears under different guises. In Christianity and Judaism, for example, the Book of Life signifies divine acknowledgement of righteous deeds. In Buddhism, there's the idea of karma, actions and consequences as threads weaving the tapestry of one's life. In everyday terms, think of your life as a narrative you are writing. Each day offers a blank page. What will you fill it with? What will the next chapter hold? These questions awaken a deeper understanding of how our intentions and choices shape not only the quality of our lives but also the impact we have on others. The beauty of the Book of Life metaphor is that it highlights the power of choice. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to the story of who we are. A kind word to someone in need or a moment of mindfulness when feeling anger all add meaningful lines to the pages of our life. However, it's also important to acknowledge that not every page will be perfect. We'll all include moments of regret, pain, and mistakes in our stories. But those moments do not define us, instead, they serve as opportunities. They add depth to our narrative, teaching us lessons and offering chances to grow. Take a moment to reflect. What are the recurring themes in your book right now? Are you writing a story of courage, patience, and connection? Or are you letting frustration, procrastination, or fear fill the pages? By pausing to reflect on our lives, we can adjust the plot at any moment. Most importantly, don't forget that your story isn't written just for others to read, it's for your own soul. Are you crafting a life aligned with your deepest values? Are you living a story you will look back on with love? If the Book of Life represents the story we write, then the idea of the Final Judgment is the moment we reflect on that story in its entirety. Across spiritual traditions, judgment is often seen as an external reckoning, where a higher power assesses our actions. The Final Judgment can be understood as a mirror held up to our life. It invites us to ask, was I true to myself? Did I live with integrity? Did I honor the people, opportunities, and time given to me? This reflective act is not about punishment or fear but about gaining clarity on how we allocate our energy and intentions throughout our lives. Think of judgment not as the end of a story but as a natural pause in its telling, a chance to evaluate and realign. Sometimes we imagine judgment as a single event after death, but what if we invited it into our lives in small ways every day? A gentle daily reckoning can help us stay accountable and rooted in our values. Reflection, when approached with compassion, isn't about being hard on ourselves. It's about awareness, being honest about what we've created in our lives, where we've excelled, and where we've faltered. Accountability allows us to accept both the light and shadow aspects of our humanity. One question to guide accountability is simple yet profound: am I living authentically? To live authentically means aligning your actions with your values. It means making choices that resonate with who you truly are at your core. Other reflective questions include: did I love wholeheartedly today? Were my decisions driven by fear or courage? Did I act in ways that uplifted others as well as myself? By making time for small daily judgments, we begin to see patterns in our lives. What do our recurring thoughts and behaviors tell us? Are we creating meaningful connections, or are we perpetuating habits that leave us unfulfilled? No matter what the pages of your book of life look like so far, each new day offers a blank page. This is the beauty of being alive, the opportunity to start fresh. No mistake is permanent, and no story is beyond redemption. When we approach life with intention, even the smallest actions can make a profound impact. A random act of kindness, an apology, or a single moment of gratitude can ripple outward, touching lives in ways we may never fully understand. Today's page may seem ordinary, but it contributes to a much greater whole. So ask yourself, what inspires you? What gives you a sense of purpose? How can you weave passion, curiosity, and love into the story of your life? The world's greatest stories often don't arise from grand adventures but from simple, heartfelt moments lived with integrity and care. All great stories include moments of conflict, loss, and redemption. Without them, there would be no narrative arc, no transformation. The struggles we face, the mistakes we make, and the challenges we endure are not flaws, they are sources of growth and resilience. When we stumble, it's easy to become discouraged. But just as a plot twist can bring excitement and depth to a book, our missteps and hardships serve a purpose. There is wisdom in learning from our failures and courage in rewriting the parts of our story that no longer serve us. Transformation often comes gradually. It's not about rewriting the past but learning to approach the present and future with renewed clarity. Each day is a chance to step into a new role, to redefine yourself according to your highest potential. As we reach the end of this reflective journey, let's revisit the questions we began with. What will your story say when it's complete? What kind of legacy do you wish to leave, not in terms of material success, but in the hearts of those you touch and the truths you live by? The Book of Life and the Final Judgment are not about fear or perfection. They are about presence. They are reminders that each of us holds the pen to our lives, continuously rewriting and editing as we go. It's never too late to craft a story worth reading, a story that reflects love, authenticity, and purpose. So, as you move forward, pause now and then to reflect. Look at the pages behind you not with regret, but with gratitude for the lessons they've taught. Look at the blank pages ahead with hope. And most importantly, look at the page you're writing today with intention. Ask yourself, what will I write in my book today? What story do I want to create with the time I've been given? Let these questions guide you toward a life of alignment, connection, and grace. The story of your life is uniquely yours, and it is a gift. May you write it with courage, compassion, and a heart full of meaning.